AI isn't creeping into the enterprise, it's storming in. From automating contracts to making hiring decisions, this technology is now shaping strategy, operations, and risk, whether the board is ready or not. But most boards aren't. In fact, Deloitte found that 66% of directors say that they have limited or no experience with AI oversight. That's not a technology issue, it's a governance issue. So let's walk through 10 practical steps to bring your board up to speed and in control before AI moves faster than you do. First things first, AI has to stop being a one-off discussion. Right now, 31% of boards don't even have AI on their regular agenda. And that's a serious blind spot. You need recurring updates, not just from the CIO, but across the executive team. What new AI systems are being deployed? What risks are emerging? What strategic opportunities are on the table? Make AI a standing item, not a seasonal topic. That sends a clear message to the business that this really matters. You don't need your board coding in Python, but you do need them to be fluent in what AI is and what it isn't. And that includes understanding model bias, data quality, explainability, and the regulatory context. PwC and Deloitte both highlight this as very foundational. Now, some firms are already acting. Munich, for instance, runs regular AI simulations and strategic foresight sessions for its board. Invest in learning, bring in experts, run workshops. Fluency builds foresight, and foresight protects the business. Now, oversight without ownership fails fast. Boards must clearly assign responsibility for AI, not just within management, but also among directors. That might mean formalizing it under an existing risk committee or setting up a dedicated AI and technology committee. But more importantly, it means ensuring there's an enterprise-wide AI governance structure beneath it. Look at Unilever's approach. They created cross-functional steering groups that bring IT, legal, HR, and operations into one AI oversight stream. That ensures governance reflects the real-world complexity of AI decisions. The board should ask, who owns the register of AI use cases? Who escalates high-risk models? And what gets reported and when? Listen, governance isn't a structure, it's a rhythm. So make sure the business has one. Most boards, they hear about AI in terms of pilots and prototypes. That's not strategy. Boards need to ask, where is AI creating measurable business value? Ping used AI to cut insurance claim processing time by 50%. GE Healthcare embedded AI across product lines by investing in shared data and modeling infrastructure. Step 4 is all about this. Tie AI efforts directly to revenue growth, cost efficiency, and strategic differentiation. If it's not adding value, it's not ready for scale. AI success doesn't come from scattered efforts. It comes from orchestration. That's why more firms are now appointing a chief AI officer, or at least designating an executive with cross-cutting AI responsibility. L'Oréal's chief AI officer, for example, has a direct line to the CEO and oversees AI strategy, compliance, and enablement across the group. Now, as a board, you should ask who owns the AI roadmap. Do they have the budget, the visibility, and the authority to drive adoption responsibly? If no one's empowered to lead across silos, the organization isn't ready to scale safely. Now, here's where many boards fall short. AI doesn't just bring operational risk. It introduces systemic risk, bias, privacy breaches, IP theft, lack of explainability, and reputational exposure. Amazon's AI hiring tool ended up favouring male candidates and had to be scrapped. Clearview's AI facial recognition platform led to lawsuits across multiple countries. So boards must ensure management maintains a full inventory of AI use, scores risk levels, and applies governance proportional to harm. And this means pushing for model validation protocols, bias audits, and scenario testing, especially for high-impact decisions. AI isn't an IT issue, it's an enterprise transformation issue. Yet Deloitte found that most board-level AI discussions are limited to the CIO or CTO, and that's a red flag. Finance, HR, marketing, operations are all now impacted. Goldman Sachs, for example, uses AI in asset management, HR screening, legal review, and client insight. It's systemic. So boards should ask, what's the CFO doing with AI in forecasting? What's the Chief HR Officer doing about role redesign? If these questions draw blanks, then you've got a lot of work to do. Now, according to Deloitte, 40% of boards are now rethinking composition due to AI, and for good reason. If no one in the boardroom has governed AI at scale, how will you challenge assumptions or see around corners? Now, that doesn't mean replacing your entire board, but it does mean bringing in new perspectives, either as full directors or rotating advisors. And look beyond tech, because some of the best AI governance insights are coming from risk officers, ethics experts, and global regulatory veterans. Diversity of thought isn't just good ethics, it's good risk mitigation. So here's a pattern that I see all the time. 10 AI pilots running in silos, none of them reaching scale. What's missing? Shared data pipelines, enterprise tooling, change management. GE Healthcare, they avoided this by building a scalable AI platform that could be used across multiple products and business lines. Boards really must ask, how many use cases are in production? What percentage of employees are actually using AI tools? And how are we measuring adoption and value realization? Without scale, AI remains just a sideshow. So here's a powerful idea. The board doesn't just oversee AI, it can use it. Stanford's research highlights how boards are using AI to analyze governance patterns, evaluate strategic options, and improve decision-making. Imagine AI tools that flag when board discussions skew towards operations instead of strategy, or that benchmark your governance against peers. Now, step 10 is this. Turn the mirror inward. Use AI to make your board sharper, faster, and more informed. AI governance isn't about mastering everything all at once. It's about knowing where to start and having the courage to act before you're completely comfortable. So take that first step. Make AI a standing agenda item. Build literacy, appoint ownership, push for integrated oversight. Because in this space, waiting too long is the greatest risk of all. If you're ready to take your board's AI capabilities to the next level, check out the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.